Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, I'm meadsyreplays. Welcome back to the channel and another OP replay. This time I am commentating. So we have an ST-1. Now the ST-1 can actually be a brilliant tank, especially when you are top tier and there is only 2 tier 9s out there. This can be a brilliantly well armored tank that can cause a lot of issues for the enemy team, and that is exactly what our guy Uncrackable Code is going to do. So he is up against tier 8s, and there's 5 tier 8s. Now the other heavy on, or the other tier 9 on his team, is the E75. So that is 2 brilliant heavies that should be holding the enemy or the green team together. And if they work well together, they can actually they should even be able to pull this off, just these 2 alone. So he's gone to the left side. Normally the heavies go to the right side, but when there is 3 mediums and a light tank, then usually this side to the middle does actually take place. So clearing or focusing on this T-54 now is an absolute must. You know, he's pretty much one of the strongest on the enemy team. It's not the strongest of tanks now. It used to be a brilliant tank, but nowadays it's not that strong. It's still fun. It is still a nice tank, but taking care of him, the first tank to go on the enemy team is a good start to the game. And of course, the other tier 9 is that new CC1 Mark II. Now that tank does have good armor. All depends on how many shells he's going to reload. If he has if he's going to reload all 3 shells or 4 shells or whatever it is, then you can focus. And I love the fact that he is actually focusing on him. You know, he's taking out the strongest targets first. He's got rid of the T-54, and now he's also going for the other tier 9, the only other tier 9 on the enemy team, which is the CC1 Mark II. So that guy is now a one-shot. So he has blocked 340 damage, and you can block a lot of damage. You could block a lot of damage in the ST. So far, he's done 3,300, but the red team have all pushed together, and they've actually done a pretty good job. So it is a 4 versus 6, so there's a lot of work left to do. The CC is up there. He can't quite get the shot. There is the T-32 there. He might even be able to ammo rack the T-32 if he hits the right. It's quite an easy ammo rack for the T-34 too. So far 3.3k damage. He hasn't got any kills yet, but he has managed to block 800 damage, and the T-34 tried to trick him, and that there was a beautiful shot, 568 damage into him, and there goes the Pantera. So it is now 3 against 6. Now there goes the T-34. So these 2 heavies here, the E75 don't have, well, he's still got half the hit points, and them hit points could become absolutely vital. He needs to keep them hit points for as long as he can. So our guy here, 4.8k damage so far, but I don't even know why the enemy are not really pushing. They're all there together. They could push. You know, they could focus on one tank and they could all push. But they've decided not to. They are going for the E75, which is the right target. They can get the shot on him, and he is the lower hit point tank. And probably he's actually more dangerous, or he can be more dangerous than the ST-1. There goes the SMV. So it is now these 2 guys, the 2 tier 9 tanks that has to carry it home and hopefully come off better. So he now needs to push, because he's gonna have to hide behind this hill, because of course there are a lot of tanks all around him. That was a very unfortunate bounce on the VK here, which he could have done without getting that bounce. He needs to clear these guys as soon as he possibly can. So he is taking damage here. He's lost most of his hit points, but he has managed to now bring it down to a 2 versus 2. The CC Mark there, the Mark II, is a one-shot, so of course he is going to focus him first to bring it down now to a 1 versus 1. Now, the Scorpion, as much as I love the Scorpion, I'm not scared of Scorpions. It does have a nice gun, but it's got no armor whatsoever, so you can splash him with HE. Now, he does have 771 hit points left, so he can take a shot from the Scorpion G, and if he gets a bounce, just like he does there, then that is going to go in his favour. But he does still need to be a little bit quick. I know it's still just less than 800 supremacy points, but he definitely needs to go a little bit quicker. The Scorpion could technically just run away now. He does have that speed. He could run away, but no. He is going to sit there and fight. 6.6k damage done at the minute, 1100 block damage, and you can see the Scorpion is just sat there. Brings him down to a one-shot, and at this point, he could just push forward. The Scorpion is going to completely miss anyway, and he pulls off the victory. Very, very nice victory. Well played, and that just goes to show what this tank is capable of doing. Fair enough, the enemy should have pushed him. They could have pushed him. They didn't, and they paid the price. 7,200 damage done in the ST-1. That's not damage you normally see in this tank. The tank's not really made. It is made. You can do damage, but you don't really see that much damage done that often on the tank. Normally, you get that as a block damage, not normally as your damage as well. But really well played, uncrackable code. But hope you enjoyed today's replay, guys. I'm meadsy69, and I will catch you all soon. Goodbye. With